Brought to you by IPRMSA. Welcome to this episode of the podcast, my fellow followers, in which we investigate the wonders of science and technology. My name is Aidil Hakimi Bejaya from MC2424B, your host today. Our topic is H2O Hero, and today we will discuss one of the most important substances on the planet, which is water. Water is a chemical compound with the formula H2O, which means it is made up of two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom. It is a clear, odorless, tasteless liquid that is required by all known forms of life. Water exists in three states depending on its temperature and pressure: solid, liquid, and gas. Water freezes at 0 Celsius and boils at 100 Celsius at normal atmospheric pressure. From the air we breathe to the food we eat, water is present in almost every aspect of our life. It is also required for the survival of all living organisms, including plants and animals. Let's look at some interesting water facts. Did you know that water makes up approximately 71% of the Earth's surface? Because the majority of this water is in the ocean and seas, it is saline and unfit for drinking or irrigation. However, only 2.5% of the Earth's water is fresh water, and only 1% of that is suitable for human consumption. Freshwater scarcity is one of the pressing issues confronting humanity today, with millions of people worldwide lacking access to safe drinking water. Universal and equitable access to safe and affordable drinking water for all is a critical goal that necessitates addressing a number of issues, including mismanagement, poor management, groundwater over extraction, and contamination of freshwater supplies. Here are some possible solutions to this problem. First one, enhance water management. Second one, encourage sustainable groundwater use. Excessive groundwater extraction can lead to depleted aquifers and saltwater intrusion. To address this, government can promote sustainable groundwater use through regulations, water conservation incentives, and investment in alternative water sources. Step 1. Protect freshwater supplies from contamination. Freshwater supplies can be contaminated by a variety of factors, including industrial pollution, agricultural runoff, and improper waste disposal. Governments can prevent contamination by establishing pollution control regulations and standards, promoting environmentally friendly farming practice, and investing in wastewater treatment facilities. Fourth one, increase access to safe and affordable drinking water. By investing in water infrastructure such as pipes, treatment plants, and storage facilities, governments and water utilities can increase access to safe and affordable drinking water. This could include public-private partnerships, grants, and loans to fund infrastructure projects, as well as providing low-income households with subsidies or other financial assistance to help them pay for water services. Fifth one, raise awareness and promote behavior change. It is also critical to raise awareness and promote behavior change among individuals and communities in order to achieve universal access to safe and affordable drinking water. This could include water conservation education campaigns, training programs, and community engagement initiatives to promote water conservation, proper water management practice, and the importance of clean water for public health. H2O is made up of two hydrogen atoms bonded to one oxygen atom. H2O is a chemical formula that represents a water molecule. This chemical formula distinguishes water from other compounds containing hydrogen and oxygen but is not water. The fresh H2O water is unnecessary because the chemical formula H2O already represents water. Drinking water is defined as water that is safe for human consumption. It can be obtained from a variety of sources such as underground wells, municipal water system, and natural springs. Distilled water is made up by boiling water and collecting the steam before condensing it back into a liquid. This process removes impurities, minerals, and other contaminants from water, resulting in highly pure water that may be deficient in essential minerals. Water that has been treated and purified through various processes such as reverse osmosis, distillation, or deionization is referred to as purified water. Depending on the specific purification process used, this water may or may not contain minerals. Spring water is collected from natural springs, which are typically found in mountainous areas and have a unique mineral and trace element composition. Spring water has a refreshing taste and is sometimes marketed for its health benefit. To this claim are not always scientifically proven. Now, let us see the characteristic of water and also H2O. Physical characteristic of water. Water is a liquid at room temperature and standard atmospheric pressure, with a melting point of 0 degrees Celsius and a boiling point of 100 degrees Celsius. Water is a polar molecule, which means it has a partial positive charge at one end and a partial negative charge at the other, making it an excellent solvent for polar substances. Water has high surface tension and cohesion, allowing droplets to form and stick to the surface. Chemical characteristic of water. Water is a neutral molecule with a pH of 7. Water has a strong covalent bond between its hydrogen and oxygen atoms, making it a very stable compound. Water can act as a reactant or a product in chemical reaction, such as hydrolysis, which use water to break down larger molecules into a smaller ones. Physical characteristic of H2O. At room temperature and standard atmospheric pressure, H2O is odorless, colorless and tasteless gas with a melting point of negative 259.2 Celsius and a boiling point of negative 252.9 Celsius. Because of H2O is a non-polar molecule with no partial charge, it is an ineffective solvent for polar substances. H2O has a lower density than liquid water, and solid H2O, also known as ice, has a lower density than liquid water, allowing it to float. Chemical characteristic of H2O. H2O has a molecular weight of 18.015 gram molecule and is made up of 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. H2O can be a reactant or a product in chemical reaction such as combustion, where it reacts with oxygen to produce water vapor and heat. H2O can be exist in various isotopic forms, including deuterium oxide (D2O) and heavy water, which have slightly different chemical and physical properties than regular water. And now, let us see the technological water H2O being processed. Water treatment is one of the most important technological process involving water and H2O. the process of purifying water to make it safe for human consumption and other use is known as water treatment. Several steps are usually involved in the process, including coagulation and flocculation. This process involves adding chemicals to the water to aid in the clumping of suspended particles and impurities into larger particles known as floc. Sedimentation is the process of allowing the water to settle so that the floc can be sink to the bottom of the container or basin. Filtration. To remove remaining impurities, the water is passed through layers of sand and gravel. Disinfection. To kill any remaining bacteria and virus. The water is disinfected with a disinfectant such as chlorine. The pH of the water is adjusted to ensure that it is within a safe range. Storage and distribution. The treated water is stored in tanks or reservoirs before being piped to homes and businesses. Other water-related technological processes include desalination, which is the process of removing salt and other minerals from seawater to make it drinkable. Distillation or reverse osmosis are two methods to separate water from salt and other minerals. Furthermore, H2O is used in many industrial processes such as cooling and steam generation and is a component of many products including chemical, pharmaceutical and electronics. Water has many distinct properties that make it essential to life on Earth. One of these properties is its ability to dissolve a wide range of substances, which is why it is known as the universal solvent. Water's ability to transport nutrients and minerals in the body makes it critical for our overall health and well-being. Water's high surface tension is another intriguing property. This property enables insects to walk on the surface of the water, as well as plants to absorb water from the soil against gravity. Water also plays an important role of the environment, the water cycle, in which water evaporates from the oceans, forms clouds, and falls back to earth as rain or snow, helps to regulate the earth's temperature. This process aids in the distribution of heat from the equator to the poles, regulating the earth's climate. Water is also essential to many industries, including agriculture and manufacturing. It is used in irrigation, power generation, and industrial process as a coolant. Finally, it is important to note that the water is a valuable resource that must be used responsibly. Water scarcity is a major issue in many parts of the world, and we must conserve water to ensure that everyone has access to this vital resource. We can accomplish this by repairing leaks, reducing water consumption, and implementing water-saving technologies. Water is a finite resource that is essential for human survival, agriculture, and industry. As a water manager, the role is critical in ensuring that water resources are effectively managed and conserved to ensure that they remain available for future generations. One of the key responsibilities of water manager is to develop and implement water management plans. These plans involve assessing water availability and demand in a given area and creating strategies to address any issues that may be present. This could include developing plans for water conservation, improving water infrastructure, and managing water allocation to different users. Another important aspect of water manager's role is to monitor and manage water quality. This includes assessing the quality of water in rivers, lakes, and other water bodies. and ensuring that water treatment facilities are effectively removing contaminants from drinking water supplies. A water manager may also be responsible for monitoring the impact of human activities on water quality and developing strategies to reduce pollution and protect water resources. Managing water infrastructure is another essential aspect of a water manager's roles. This may involve overseeing the construction and maintenance of dams, canals, and other water infrastructure, as well as managing staff and ensuring that equipment is properly maintained. Finally, it's important for water managers to collaborate with other stakeholders such as government agencies, non-profit and other organizations to address water-related issues in a community. This could involve developing partnership, participating in community outreach, and advocating for policies that support sustainable water management. That concludes today's episode. I hope you enjoy learning about the importance of water in our life. Join us again next time for another thrilling episode. Thank you for taking the time to listen. Bye bye. Assalamualaikum.